Good morning, students. I do hope you've all had a fantastic week and have enjoyed being with your pals and your teachers. Thank you very much for being so sensible and responsible, both in your social distancing and your mask wearing. You're doing an outstanding job. Please keep it up. Please remember, if you do see someone whose mask has slipped or someone who's just forgotten, just give them a little gentle reminder, not a bossy one, a nice gentle one, because we need to help each other out because sometimes we can forget. We've been back a full 2 weeks already, and I can see you guys have got into your routine and understand how things are going to work for the best of our school. So I'm very impressed with you, and well done for that. It's been lovely spending time with you this week in the playground, and I can see that all the creative games you've come up with between all of you and across the different standards that you can play safely during break time. Please keep it up, everyone. Safe and sensible, that's the way we're going to function best. Yesterday, I had the pleasure of a quick chat with Sakshi and Rahani from Standard 6. And I asked them, guys, do you like listening to stories? Do you like storytelling? And they both said, yes, Mrs. Richards. So then I asked them, do you think the juniors might be too old for a bit of storytelling? No, Mrs. Richards, you must please tell us a story. So today, I have the great pleasure in sharing a story with you. And you know how much I love to tell a good story. So I'd like you to sit back, relax, and enjoy this tale. Emmanuel's Dream, the true story of Emmanuel Ofosu Yeboah. This wonderful story is written by Laurianne Thompson and illustrated by Sean Qualls. In Ghana, West Africa, a baby boy was born. 2 bright eyes blinked in the night. 2 healthy lungs let out a powerful cry. 2 tiny fists opened and closed, but only 1 strong leg kicked. Most people thought that he would be useless, or worse, a curse. His father left, never to return, but his mother had faith. Her name was Comfort, and she named her first child Emmanuel, meaning God is with us. As Emmanuel grew, Mama Comfort told him he could have anything, but he would have to get it for himself. He learned to crawl and hop, to fetch water and climb coconut trees. He even shined shoes to earn money. Most kids with disabilities couldn't go to school. Still, Emmanuel's mother carried him there until one day she said, you are too heavy. From then on, Emmanuel hopped to school and back, 2 miles each way, on 1 leg by himself. At first, nobody would play with him, so Emmanuel saved his money and bought something none of his classmates had, a brand new soccer ball. Of course he would share it, if he could play too. Lunging and spinning on crutches his grandmother had found for him, and kicking the ball with his good left foot, Emmanuel earned their respect. His new friends sometimes used their lunch money to rent bikes. Would Emmanuel be able to join them? His friend Godwin pushed him fast so he could balance. Over and over again, Emmanuel fell hard, but finally, after a lot of practice, he rode. When Emmanuel was 13, Mama Comfort got very sick. She could no longer sell vegetables at the market, and Emmanuel's sister and brother were too little to work. He would have to support them. Against his mother's wishes, Emmanuel snuck out and boarded a midnight train to the bustling city of Accra, 150 miles away, alone. He didn't know it then, but it would be 2 years before he saw his family again. Emmanuel arrived full of hope. There were so many people, but no one would hire him. Shopkeepers and restaurant owners told him to go out and beg like other disabled people did. Emmanuel refused. Finally, a food stand owner offered him a job and a place to live. When Emmanuel wasn't serving drinks, he He kept busy shining shoes. He earned money and sent it home. One morning when Emmanuel went to buy shoe shining supplies, the shopkeeper thought he was there to beg and scolded him. Insulted, Emmanuel slammed his money down on the counter. The shopkeeper apologised, but Emmanuel would never forget. When Mama Comfort grew sicker, Emmanuel went home to be with her. From her bed on Christmas Eve, she told her son, "Be respectful, take care of your family, don't ever beg, and don't ever give up." By the next morning, Emmanuel's beloved mother was dead. His heart was broken, but he knew her last words had been a gift. He would honour them by showing everyone that being disabled does not mean being unable. It was a big dream, but Emmanuel had a plan. Emmanuel had a sharp mind, a bold heart, and one strong leg. All he needed was a bike. At first, no one would help him. They thought his plan to bicycle around Ghana was impossible. Then Emmanuel wrote to the Challenged Athletes Foundation, all the way in San Diego, California, in the States. They sent him a bike, plus a helmet, shorts, socks, and gloves. Emmanuel started training for the long ride. He persuaded the king of his region to give him a royal blessing. He went door to door asking for additional support. Finally, he hired a taxi to follow him with drinking water, a camera, and his best friends. Then Emmanuel tied his right leg to the bike's frame, jammed his left foot into a flip-flop attached to the pedal, and he rode. Emmanuel pedalled through the bustling city of Accra. He pedalled through rainforests, over rolling hills, and across wide, muddy rivers. He pedalled past Odum forests and plantain farms and through the market city of Kumasi. He pedalled as trucks roared past on the narrow highways and wild animals stalked his thoughts. He pedalled through vast grasslands and into the ancient city of Tamale. He rode up, down, across and around his country, proudly wearing the colours of his flag, on a shirt printed with the words, "The Pozo," or the disabled person. Along the way, Emmanuel talked to those with physical challenges and those without, to poor farm workers and wealthy landowners, to religious leaders, government officials and reporters. He wanted everyone to see him and his disability. He wanted everyone to hear him and his message. The farther Emmanuel rode, the more attention he got. Children cheered, able-bodied adults ran or rode along with him. People with disabilities left their homes and came outside, some for the very first time. The young man, once thought of as cursed, was becoming a national hero. He completed his astounding journey, pedalling south to the sea and back up to Accra, nearly 400 miles in just 10 days. But Emmanuel's successes go even further than that. He proved that one leg is enough to do great things and one person is enough to change the world. In this world, we are not perfect. We can only do our best. And Northside students, I know each and every one of you can do their best at all times, despite any hurdles, despite any imperfections. We can always do our best. And that way, we can maybe do as well as Emmanuel did, for telling everybody all over the world that we are not perfect and we can only do our best. Thank you very much for listening to this story. I hope you have a wonderful Friday and an even better weekend, and I can't wait to see you next week on Monday. Take care, be safe. Mwah.